Hello, hello, hello. It is Moonshine Oracle with a full moon energy check in for the fire element Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be anywhere in your chart. Your chart, their chart, don't know, don't care. I'm reading the energy at large, and the examples that come up are the examples that come up, so I really don't care if you get mad or not. Please realize that disclaimers are in the description boxes of all the videos because I'm not about to deal with anybody's triggered, unhealed bullshit. If you do not have the emotional intelligence and comprehension skills to fully process what I'm saying, that's a you issue and not me. Okay, moving on. And somebody's already, yeah, sit down and be quiet. I already know who you are too. Sit down and be quiet. Bye, you boy. Cool, moving on. Someone's bias here is on tragic display. Tragic display. Someone only knows what it means to be of the upper tax brackets. Like they were born in it, they were raised in it, and they never really had to experience less in their life. Compared to me, who started in a certain area, but life just will not let them get out of the area they ended up in. That type of thing. Someone doesn't know what struggle is in comparison to another. Another example I'm getting is one has a public education versus someone else who only knows what a private education is. The Department of Education, I find dismantling is very interesting because a lot of the teachers that I know they have a lot in their schools due to federal funding. When you live in a state that does not prize or understand fully the importance of education, like returning all that to the states isn't entirely a bad thing. It's only going to be a bad thing if you live in, for like Alabama, for example, who just does not give two shits if we're smart or not. Alabama will forever be an embarrassment unto itself. Because it's just ridiculous. If they're not an embarrassment on the political front, they're just an embarrassment in a multitude of areas. And it is what it is. If I could leave, I would. And it's one of the reasons I don't have kids is because I want my kids to have a chance at life. I don't want them to be in some piss poor school system of sorts with a lacking quality education. My God. No, sorry, y'all. My eyes are itching. But yeah. People who only know what private education is, they think they are under the impression that public schools were federally funded too much. And a lot of these schools were able to be a thing due to federal funds, so to speak. They were able to get the books they needed and so on down that line. Whereas if it was just left up to the state and the county, they wouldn't have shit. Like, this is the type of bias that is on tragic display right now. And my thing is this: when you know no other way of life, well, guess what? It's going to be what it's going to be. People who are extremely well off they will never understand the struggle that someone like me or anybody else has to deal with. They will never understand it. They'll never understand what it means to be stressed all the way up to their eyeballs, because they don't have to worry about, the majority of them have some type of trust fund. They have a manager that handles all the budgeting, the billing and stuff like that. Like, they just don't have to handle anything. And it's like, my God, to be well off enough to do that and not have to stress about a thing, I would love to be in that position, but I'm not willing to sell my soul to make it happen, right? Somebody here could be throwing a lot of distractions because my eyes just will not stop itching. I don't know what it is. There's like a lot of dander and stuff like that in the air. I don't know what it is all of a sudden. My eyes were not itching like this until I started doing this video. Jesus. There could be somebody trying to block someone's view of something, someone, and they're using social class types of differences and stuff like that. Somebody just does not know someone's true background, their true origin, how they were brought up and stuff like that, because they live in this type of zip code and stuff like that. Just, you don't want that. This person that was made to believe they didn't want certain things, this is like a very controlling mother type of figure. Like, mother knows best, but mother isn't the most, she's not versed in emotional intelligence, emotional fulfillment and stuff like that. She knows money, she knows status, she knows society, she knows comfort, and so on down that line. And it's just, again, bias is on tragic display here. Somebody here, whether they realize it or not, they have insulted a person. Whether they realize it or not, they've greatly insulted a person. But the problem is, when you cause enough insult and or some form of disrespect, people burn bridges whether they know it or not, thinking they're never going to have to cross back over. And somebody here from the upper tax brackets is finding out that, hey, karma is painfully real. Maybe we shouldn't have done what we did. Yeah, you realizing that just now? There is a Taurus Aries cusp here that just cannot hang on to money to save their life. I don't know what the fuck their energy has to do with mine, but I need you bound, banished, and gone on level of yesterday, because no. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. I don't know, just somebody may want to think twice before saying something is a great thing without realizing who and what the dismantling of that thing is, like what it affects. Because again, back to the whole Department of Education thing, the reason a lot of schools in my state have what they are able to have was because of the federal funds and stuff like that. And if they didn't, these kids wouldn't stand a chance. But the funny thing is these people that are saying these things, they're business owners. They need employees and stuff like that. You can't, it's going to be a little hard for an employee to work if they can't read or write properly, don't you think? It's going to be a little hard for them to do that. I don't know, because in a way, another example I'm getting is polluting our water and stuff like that. Because I know for a fact there is a CEO that does not believe that water is a basic human right, and it is a basic human right. This dumbass just wants to profit again. What's a way of doing that? Polluting our water system to where, shocker, we have to buy fresh, purified water. Do you really think we're that fucking stupid? Do you really think we are that fucking stupid? Like, it's the insult to our intelligence for me. Do you really think we don't know how to purify our own water? Oh, believe me. I know how. Mm-hmm. I know how. But the funny thing is the joke is on this jackass, because if we are sick due to contaminated water, we can't work. Ding dong. Not so smart now, are you? Because not only is somebody's bias showing, but it's like they're so smart they're stupid, right? It's like somebody who's book smart, but they're not street smart. They're book smart, but they're not life experience smart. They're book smart, but they out here walking on these spiritual streets like they know it all. And there goes my dog. Oh, Lord have mercy. Somebody here has Jezebel's arrogance. I don't know whoever you are, but you definitely live in an alternate reality. And with that, I'm going back to sleep.